Thank you for your willingness to teach the master of all disciplines. Though my original teaching assignment was social studies, teaching Bible has always been a lifelong dream of mine. I taught my first non-youth group Bible class in the fall of 1999, teaching Old Testament and New Testament survey all in 1 year. I've been teaching bits and pieces of Bible ever since, but usually combined with civics or student life internships or other classes. It wasn't until the fall of 2015 that I taught Bible full time, and in that year, it really struck me just the impact and the importance of teaching Bible full time. It struck me as a mantle to carry. It struck me as a battle to fight in a unique place where I can become a target. J. Oswald Sanders, in his book Spiritual Leadership, speaks of the historic burden and risk placed on church leadership who are teachers. He writes, spiritual leadership is no task for those who seek stable benefits and upscale working conditions. It remains true that any form of spiritual warfare will inevitably single out leaders who, by their role, present obvious targets. I think that this describes the teaching of Bible. One of the things I really noticed that first year is that when we teach Bible, that we do, in fact, bring often in the eyes of our students and their parents, even a greater judgment upon ourselves. But it's also a greater honor and a greater privilege to do this. In contemplating, there's several passages that came to my mind that I wanted to share with you and encourage you with as we go into this school year of teaching Bible. The first one is out of James chapter 3, kind of a sobering thought, but also an encouraging reminder. James chapter 3, verse 1 says something like this: My own brothers and sisters, God forbid that many of you become teachers or those who become masters in the word in order to instruct and to teach it to others. For as you are aware of and understand, those who teach the word will be assayed and judged at a greater and much more mature level. 2 Timothy 2:15 is often a passage that is given to us as Bible teachers to think of. It says, be eager and ready to do your best to stand before God and to substantiate what you've been tested and proven to be worthy to do. As laborers who have toiled unashamed and undisgraced by the way you correctly expound and taught the words of truth and its doctrines in a straight and correct manner. And that's what our desire is that we would teach the doctrines of Scripture and the ideas of Scripture in a straight and correct manner. And then I'm reminded of just Paul's instruction to Timothy in 1 Timothy 4, at the very end of a great passage of encouragement to Timothy. Paul says to him, be alert, be watchful, and pay close attention to your individual life on how you teach and the content of your teaching. Continue and persevere, because as you do, in your carrying out of these assigned tasks, your behavior in these ways, you will provide deliverance from harm. You will preserve healthiness for yourself and for those who hear you. And then finally, just of Paul as he encourages the Ephesians elders in Acts chapter 20, just at the very beginning of his exhortation, he says, for I did not shrink from declaring to you the whole counsel of God. And then he turns and encourages them, pay attention to yourselves, be cautious and aware of what goes on in your lives and in the lives of your fellow elders. So I just want to encourage you and challenge you and you back towards me as we begin the school year of teaching Bible. Most of you have degrees that are higher than mine. A lot of you have been teaching Bible for years, and some of you are just starting out this process. But as we prepare, that we would remember that we carry a great privilege and there's a great mantle on our shoulders. But also we have the honor of teaching the most important and unique topic in a Christian high school. So just wanted to encourage you with these words. I want to let you know that I'm praying for you and that ask you to pray for me as I teach Bible, as we teach Bible together. God bless you. Have a great year of Bible teaching.